Hi students, hello. Today we are going to discuss very important topic under your circulation, that the how the blood circulates in your body to the different parts, right? Please, I am Veena Tiwari. I am retired from the ICSE Awadhpuri after working 28 plus years. Subscribe the video, subscribe the channel and like the video, and tell me the topics in which more you want to study at your level, the various topics, right? Now here we are going, earlier we have studied the structure of heart. Now we are going to study the working of the heart, how the blood circulates, how our body, how blood is oxygenated in the lungs, and this oxygenated blood, how it is distributed throughout the body, right? Now here, as we have already studied the internal structure of the heart. In heart, the blood is poured by two vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and it is poured into the right auricle. It is poured into the right auricle through the pore present sinoatrial aperture. This is the sinoatrial aperture. Here, both the vena cavas open commonly and pour their blood into the right atrium. From the right atrium, through tricuspid wall, the blood passes into the right ventricle. Right? Now, from the right ventricle, pulmonary aorta arises. Pulmonary artery arises. This one. This is pulmonary artery. This arises and it brings the blood to the lungs. In lungs, the blood is oxygenated. Oxygen is absorbed by the RBCs and carbon dioxide is given out. That is what we will do during the process of the respiration. We inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. So here the blood in lungs, the oxygenation of blood is done. Blood is oxygenated. Now this oxygenated blood through the pulmonary way is brought back into the right ventricle. Through these two lungs are there. From both the lungs, pulmonary veins arises and they reaches into the right ventricle. So the blood goes from heart to the lungs and from lungs back to the heart. This cycle, it is called pulmonary cycle or from right ventricle, blood goes in the lungs where it is oxygenated. Then oxygenated blood comes to the left atrium. That is the right atrium. It is the left atrium. It is left atrium where the blood comes. So from the heart to the lungs and from lungs back to the heart, pulmonary. Pulmonary means the lungs. From here blood. That's why, because in lungs blood is oxygenated, so it is no pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood and pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. I hope it is clear to you. Now from here, what happens? Pulmonary vein pour the blood into the left auricle. Now fill this left auricle through the bicuspid wall. The blood passes into the left ventricle. The blood passes into the left ventricle. It is oxygenated blood. Now this oxygenated blood through the aorta arises here. Through the aorta, it is arises from here, and from here it is bifurcated into three parts. One goes to the right side, one goes to the left side, one goes to the straight. From there the aorta arises. It bifurcates into two, right and left. Then again each right and left further bifurcates into three. One goes towards the head, one goes towards the arm, one goes downward, and later which goes in the down in your intestinal region, they unite and form the dorsal aorta. And from there the blood is circulated to the body parts. These body parts, the blood is taken. From these body parts, through the aorta moves to the arteries. From the arteries branches into the arteriole. Arteriole further branches into the capillary. From the capillary, exchange of gases, exchange of metabolic waste occurs in your body. And for that, the blood moves toward the venule. From the venule, it passes into the veins. From the veins, it passes through the vena cava. Vena cava to vena cava. Inferior vena cava, superior vena cava. Inferior vena cava brings the blood from the anterior, upper part of the body. Superior vena cava, it collects the blood from the posterior part of the lower part of your body, that is below your heart. That is inferior vena cava. Above the heart, superior vena cava. Both the vena cava, they carry deoxygenated blood and pour into the right auricle. As you know, in lungs, the blood is oxygenated. Oxygenated blood through pulmonary veins, it passes into the left atrium. Left atrium, it passes into the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, they passes through the aorta. Aorta से body parts में, body parts से exchange of gases, materials, metabolic waste are done, and then they pass through the vena cava. Two vena cavas, inferior vena cava and superior. Inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. With both, it passes into the right atrium. From the right atrium, it passes into the right auricle through the pulmonary artery and through the lung. Now here, as I make it the dotted line, this is pulmonary circulation, this is it. So in completing one cycle, blood passes twice through the heart. As it passes twice through the heart, so this is called double circulation. This is known as double circulation, and this double circulation, double means twice, and it is the characteristic features of mammals. I hope it is clear to you. In वैसे देखिए, जो भी है डीऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड आपके राइट वेंट्रिकल में आया, राइट वेंट्रिकल से पल्मोनरी आर्टरी के थ्रू लंग्स में गया. इन द लंग्स ब्लड इज ऑक्सीजनेटेड. इन लंग्स द ब्लड इज ऑक्सीजनेटेड, यानी कि ब्लड में ऑक्सीजन जाती है और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर निकलती है. उस ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड लंग से पल्मोनरी वेन्स के थ्रू वापस लेफ्ट एट्रियम में आया. राइट वेंट्रिकल से लेफ्ट एट्रियम, ये हो गया आपका पल्मोनरी सर्कुलेशन. उसके बाद लेफ्ट एट्रियम से लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में आया ब्लड. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल से एरोटा में, एरोटा से आपके बॉडी पार्ट्स में, बॉडी पार्ट्स में एरोटा आर्टरी में डिवाइडेड हुई. फिर आर्टरी फर्दर बाइफरकेट्स इनटू आर्ट्रियोल. आर्ट्रियोल से कैपिलरीज, थिन नेटवर्क where exchange of, already I told you about, making the video, if you don't know you can see the blood vessels, they are clearly explained you. Capillaries, capillaries से वेन्यूल दूसरा एंड, ये फाइनल नेटवर्क है. एक साइड आर्ट्रियोल, दूसरे साइड वेन्यूल. वेन्यूल से वेन्स में, वेन्स यूनाइट होकर के वेना केवा, इंफीरियर वेना केवा एंड सुपीरियर वेना केवा, और ये दोनों ब्लड पोर करती हैं राइट एट्रियम में. ये सिस्टम है. सिस्टमिक सर्कुलेशन एंड पल्मोनरी सर्कुलेशन together it constitutes the blood circulation. During the blood circulation, what happens? In lungs, blood is oxygenated. Oxygen is taken, given by the blood. Carbon dioxide is given out. Oxygen is absorbed by the blood. Oxygen लेता है और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड देता है. इसके अलावा जो डॉर्सल एरोटा वेन है, जब यहाँ से आपके नीचे आर्टरी आई, आर्टरी से आपके इंटेस्टाइन के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में गया. इंटेस्टाइन में क्या होता है? द फूड यू हैव ईटेन, they are rich in carbohydrate, proteins and fats. तो वहाँ से कार्बोहाइड्रेट, प्रोटीन रिच फैट पूरी बॉडी में ब्लड सर्कुलेट नहीं करेगा. वहाँ से आर्टरीज के थ्रू ब्लड जाता है लीवर में. लीवर में क्या होगा? एक्सेस ब्लड ग्लाइकोजन के रूप में स्टोर होगा, और जितना ग्लूकोज चाहिए उतना ही ब्लड फिर फर्दर बॉडी में बाइफरकेट होगा. प्लस लीवर में आने के बाद लीवर में एक चीज और होती है, amino acids, which is the end product of proteins. Amino acids are broken down and they release ammonia. Ammonia is a toxic substance, cannot be retained in the body for a longer time. So this ammonia's liver soon changes into urea. Now this urea mixed up in the blood, and this blood can't also be circulated throughout the body. From here, the blood containing urea through the liver, it directly goes to the kidney where it is filtered. Along with the liver, the urea, other minerals which are not needed by the body. The excess of the urea is filtered over there, excess water is filtered over, and salt balance is maintained, and after filtering to the kidneys, then it goes back into the heart. यूरिक एसिड के साथ ब्लड हार्ट में नहीं जाएगा, अदरवाइज ब्लड काम करना बंद कर देगा. इट इज़ वेरी क्रिटिकल पोजिशन ओवर देयर. न्यूट्रिएंट्स के साथ ब्लड पूरी बॉडी में सर्कुलेटिंग न्यूट्रिएंट्स उतने ही होने चाहिए जितने बॉडी को ज़रूरत है. ठीक है. इसके अंदर रीनल पोर्टर सिस्टम, हिपैटिक पोर्टर सिस्टम दो अलग हैं. वो आपके दे आर नॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेवल ऑफ क्लास 8 दैट विल स्टडी इन 10th and 12th. आई होप टॉपिक इज क्लियर टू यू. Any doubt anywhere, you can ask me in your comment box. Bye.